Welcome, fellow Fusioners! It is I, Character King, coming at you with a deck profile for Gem Knights in the current meta, as well as some gameplay, of course. Gem Knights have been weird because they limited Gem Knight Lady Lapis Lazuli, and they limited Grassless Greener, so you can't play the old version, which was the 30-card Spell Specialist, to try to because you have like a really high chance of getting Grass, or your Gem Knight Fusion to be able to search for it. So basically the new version is actually pretty good. I've tested a little bit. Not many people play around this deck and don't know how to verse it too well. It does pretty well if someone special summons a 1 monster, and you have the right hand, you can basically burn them for 4k in one turn. But if they have multiple monsters, you can do a lot more plays. You only have to summon 2, and you can summon your Master Diamond. Okay, I'm gonna go over. Not many people have seen this deck, so I'm gonna explain a little more in depth. So basically, you have this busted card called Gem Knight Fusion, which lets you fusion summon any Gem Knight monster using cards in your hand or field. But the thing about it is you can, when it's in your grave, banish a Gem Knight to add it back to your hand. Now the important thing about that is Gem Knight Fusion isn't once per turn, so you can fuse as many times as you want, banish as long as you have material in the grave. So you can fusion summon basically every single one of your fusion monsters in one turn. So it's very, very, very impactful. The only downside is because the fusion material, you usually need to fusion summon use 3 monsters. You can't have other back row or things that other decks can use. So you have to use more Gem Knights in your deck. So basically, I have 3 Gem Knight Fusion, which looks like it's really hard to get, but there's 3 Gem Turtle. And Gem Turtle searches Gem Knight Fusion to your hand, which is really good because basically you're running 6 copies in your deck now, and you're running Grid. So the whole thing about it is you can set Gem Turtle, not be afraid to lose the duel because you have Grid, and search your fusion, so you have like a lot more consistency to the deck. 30 card isn't worth doing any work, so you can't run Grass. There's not that many ways. Like, you probably make some kind of Lightsworn version, but you need your fusion space. You can't really add Synchros. It's not really worth adding in a Lunalight engine. Okay, so you have the best card to draw, Gem Knight Obsidian. So Obsidian works where if you, when he's sent to the graveyard from your hand, you add a normal Gem Knight from your grave to your hand. So basically, if you send either your normal Lapis, Sapphire, or Amber, because Amber's a Gemini, you can add them back. You can summon them. Actually, just add to the hand. He summons to the field. So he's even better. He's better than the other one. He summons to the field. So the whole combo is if you have him and Amber, you can fusion summon and do a lot of plays with it. I'll show a lot more plays in the gameplay. It's a little hard to explain that. So basically, Obsidian to the field, a normal monster to the field, and Lazuli will do similar when it's sent to the graveyard. By card effect, you can add a normal monster to your hand. So basically, you can add your Amber to your hand, Sapphire to your hand, or Lapis to your hand. Now, the next thing about it is Amber is very, very useful because generally you don't want to normal summon, you want to Gemini summon. Because basically, if you but you only do that if you have Obsidian. So if you have Obsidian, Amber, and another Gem Knight, and a Gem Knight Fusion, which is a lot of materials, but you have Grit, so you can add a few more cards. You normal summon him, and then you can send a Gem Knight card from your hand to the graveyard to take one of your banished Gem Knights and add it to your hand. So basically, you can use Obsidian, banish Obsidian with Fusion, and then you can get it back using your Amber's ability, because Amber is normal summoned, which is very, very good. And then Gem Knight Fusion you just keep using for discard fodder. I'm going to go over the fusions right after Trunade. Basically, back rows your Nightmare, you want to bounce it, you just want to burn your opponent. And if you don't burn them all the way, you have big, big monsters. You can swing over sometimes. Unfortunately, they have Circaribo, but you have to play how you're going to play. Alrighty, next, best fusion, hands down, Gem Knight Lady Brilliant Diamond. Basically, this takes 3 Gem Knights, and if you control another Gem Knight monster, you contribute it once per turn to summon any of your Gem Knights from your extra deck. So basically, fusion summoning this is fusion summoning 2 monsters as long as you have like enough material. Which usually, if you have Obsidian or Lazuli in one of your fusions, as long as they're not all just Obsidian or Lazuli, you should be able to get off the effect. We'll say flip her face down. You have. I'm gonna go to Master Diamond last. Okay, so you have. I'm gonna go right to left from this point. You have the limited monster. This card is so good. There's so many FTKs this deck would do before. Basically, you send a Gem Knight from your deck or extra deck to the grave and burn burn your opponent for 500 for every special summon monster on the field. So your opponent has 2 or 1. Or say your opponent has 1, you have 3. They'll burn 2,000. And then if you're able to, without losing any, summon Master Diamond, he'll let you do another 2,000, so you can burn for 4,000. Doesn't come up all the time, but you can do a lot of burn damage, and they have a lot of attacks, so it works really, really well. The whole thing strategy with her is you summon her off of Lady Brilliant, and then you will, with her effect, send Lazuli, because Obsidian has to be in your hand to get his effect off. If you send Lazuli, you just get 1 back to your hand, so you can fusion summon more and do a lot more plays. I run 1 Amethyst. Amethyst is more of, if you have enough material and they have a lot of back row, you can get them out and summon something else, like with Gem Turtle, because his materials are Zirconia is just 1 Gem Knight, 1 Rock type. You can use Gem Turtle. So you flip Gem Turtle, they don't kill it. You can fusion summon out your Amethyst and then fuse together Amethyst with Gem Turtle to make Zirconia, and then you can do a lot more plays if you have, because you have a lot more material past that point usually. Zirconia, just normal monster. He's usually just to get your rocks off. He's easy to summon because he has the easiest materials. Amethyst requires Aqua type, which limits you down to Sapphire. There's not too many other ways to do it. I mean, you can also use Lady Brilliant Diamond, so there's other ways to work around it, but generally, it's not the easiest way to do. Alrighty. So next we have Gem Knight Prismora. Actually, I want to change one thing quick. Gem Knights. So we're going to add, actually, I think this would be better. Yeah. So we're gonna add one of those. Take this one out. So really, I was using the other fusion, Aquamarine, for a while. I switched it out for Prismura. But Aquamarine requires the actual fusion material, where this one just uses an Aqua. So I'm gonna switch to the better Aqua, since he has the Gemini effect and can do a lot more plays. So Prismura basically requires 1 Thunder, which is your Amber. And basically you can discard a Gem Knight. Once per turn, you can discard a Gem Knight card from your hand to destroy a face-up card in the field. Very good removal. Works very well because Gem Knight Fusion is a Gem Knight card. So you can send that to the grave. Same with Amber. But like everything can send, I can send Gem Knight card, you can use Gem Knight Fusion. Gem Knight Fusion basically always have it in your hand. A few exceptions, but it's really good. Alrighty. So Prismura, really good for removal. Doesn't come up all the time, but it can be very useful in certain scenarios. Now, I think this is probably the most degenerate card. Or actually, I guess that would be Lapis Lazuli. But Master Diamond, basically, 3 monsters to summon. You can also use Lady Brilliant Diamond's effect to summon them. Basically, his whole thing is you can banish a level 7 or lower Gem Knight fusion monster from your grave, and its effects become that effect. So, banish Prismura, you can discard a card, pop a card. Banish this guy. Actually, I haven't tested if that works. Not. I need to test that later. And then Lady Lapis, you can, which is the one you'll mainly be copying, lets you send a card to the grave, a Gem Knight card monster to the grave, to burn for 500 for each special summon. So basically, he lets you do the second round of burning and get your OTK off usually. All right, let's go to the gameplay. Yeah, Gem Knights are really fun. I love them. They used to be. They're really tricky on how they play. The more special summons we get in the future, the better they'll be, probably. But the beginning occasions will be harder. Ooh, I think I need a Hatred Day because Cyber Dragon will just pop anything I have.
If I believe in my, it's my turn.
I'm gonna set pass.
I set a monster.
Set pass parade. Let's go.
My turn.
Yeah, Gem Turtle.
It's
Basically,
I draw.
very useful. Let's see what he does. Probably just Cyber Dragon plays. I need to draw Hatred if I don't lose this turn. Hatred will allow me to do my plays, because I already have like a Lazuli and Amber. I would like Obsidian. See what he's searching. Two characters. Yeah, fusion. Fusion's alright, because I can take 2 hits. Okay, yeah, I'm fine. Depending on what he summons. Okay, let's see. So he's going to summon probably Cyber End Dragon? Really? Okay. So he wants piercing damage. Let's see if he sets anything else. Actually, it doesn't matter. He has no Cyber Dragon in the grave. So he's just going for flex points. Okay. Oh! Concentrating Current. Oh no. I don't lose though. Gem Knight Turtle, let's go. That's grit. Grit, you need grit, because then you just kill your opponent the next turn. Oh, that's so useful. And he has no back row, so I want to draw. If I can draw Obsidian, I'm in a really good position. Yes! Okay, okay, here we go. You're gonna see a lot of good plays here. So you, Gem Knight Fusion. Okay, okay, this is really good. Yeah, yeah. So we're gonna go for 3. We want to get our Lady Brilliant Diamond, which we'll use 2 ambers. So you want to save Lozoli since you can actually, yeah, because you want 2 of these in the grave to get 2 back, or I'll say fight for the same thing. So Lady Brilliant. There we go. And then yes, we're gonna use Obsidian's effect. Then we put Amber face up on the field. Here's where this gets fun. So we use shoot, Gem Knight Fusion to banish Obsidian. Oh, that's really good because if you banish Obsidian, you can get them back. So basically, Obsidian banishes, Gem Knight Fusion to hand, normal summon our Gem Knight, activate effect, discard Fusion. And then when Fusion goes to the grave, we get Obsidian back to our hand, maybe the other material. So we have that, so we have 3 monsters. Now we can do like basically ridiculous plays where we activate Brilliant Diamond. Or, yeah, Brilliant Diamond. Tribute Amber. Special summon our OP burn monster. Like that.
Here I go.
Okay, let's see, that would do that. We need 1 more special summon. Let's see here, so... Gem Knight Fusion. Let's see what we can do here. Alright. Banish 1 of these, add it back to hand. Okay, so... If I use those...
This duel isn't for fun and games.
I need to win this turn, so let's see. I do those 2, I get it back to hand. I won't be able to do yeah, we're just gonna go for a different play. I have a better idea. We're just gonna burn him right now. So I don't think we can go for the full burn play. We might be able to, but I'm just gonna play it safe.
I activate my monster's effect.
Card in hand. I don't think he's running grit. Is he running grit? I don't take too long to look. Let's see. So we are going to. Yes, we can. Fusion. Summon. Yeah, we'll do that.
From my hand, I activate a spell.
So we'll summon Master Diamond. And we will send Amber, Obsidian, and yeah, Lazuli. There we go.
This is the one I want.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we do that. Yes to Obsidian. Summon the other one. Okay. So we want to summon Prismora. So we can pop his monster.
Let's do this.
Okay, so we do that. And then we can... Yeah, there's a lot of steps to this, which is actually a little confusing that way. There's a lot you can do. Alright, so we can send this. Oh, I may not have something to get back. Maybe not. Might have messed up there. Yep, I messed up. I should have fusion summoned first. Still basically beat him. Alright, so we're gonna banish Obsidian. Obsidian is better because he's better at the hand, so you always want to banish him. But you never want to banish your normals if you don't have to. Okay, so we're gonna summon up our Prismora, who will let us pop his monster basically. There we go, so we fusion summon Prismora, and we are good. Use Lazuli, add back Amber. Alright, and we don't want to discard Amber since we have Gem Knight Fusion so easy to get.
I activate a spell.
So any of our Lazulis we can banish. Add this back, we don't want to activate effect.
I activate my monster's effect.
Discard Fusion, and pop his Cyber End Dragon. So if he has a Kiteroid, we still win over that. So we attack again. There we go, and that's Gem Knights. How they kind of work. You kind of survive with grit, and then OTK your opponent to your best of your ability. A little bit harder, but yeah. Alright, let's go. Next game. Not successful. Let's go. Alrighty. Let's see what we can draw here. Alrighty. Remyth Z. A lot of King Yanks. One missing. Another Cyber Dragon. Ooh. Cyber Dragons are everywhere.
I got a little ace up my sleeve. If I believe in my cards,
we got Gem Turtle. I guess we set Gem Turtle pass. Afraid we drop Obsidian. The Obsidian combo would be so good right now. You always see that and you're like, oh, they're a farming deck. Like, nah, they're Cyber Dragons. See, this is like a weird situation because, like, if he has the fusion and the pop, then we really don't have many outs.
From my hand, I activate a quick play spell.
Alright, so I'm gonna fusion summon. He's gonna summon the send to grave, so I'll have the materials needs to pop my guys if that's a that one cyber card. I kinda actually I kinda wanna draw the what's it called? Patronade. If I can like bounce that, then I can still swing over or pop his guy. Oh, and he has 2,000 life points. Oh, to be end's turn, and I draw Patronade, I win. I summon Prismara and pop him. I have Amber. Okay, let's go. End turn. Could cut the decoy. Yeah, we really need it. We got 2 back row. Come on, heart of the cards. Hey, Shrunade! Ah! No! Yeah, let's do the play we thought of anyway. We don't think it'll work, but it can. Or... Oh! Actually, yeah, let's do that. I like that play more.
This is the one I want.
So we can burn 2.
Summon my monster.
Does he chain? Nope.
I activate my monster's effect.
I can summon Zaccardia if he uses anything. Oh, sweet! Okay. We're in a good spot right now. We're gonna burn for 1,000. Send Lazuli. Oh, cool. Burn for 1,000. Then we will, yes.
I activate my monster's effect.
Add Amber back to hand. Do we want Amber? Yeah. We want Amber. There we go. Surprised he hasn't done anything yet. I mean, we have a normal summon too. So we can actually probably play through some of this. Yeah, old man is boy. So if any of these Gem Turtles were another Gem Knight, we're in a good spot. It would be summon Master Diamond. Burn for the rest of the 1,000 damage. Though we may still have the pop, so we may not be in the best situation. Alright, so it's possible he has the Concentrating Currents. If he does, we just win.
Let's do this. I fusion summon my monster.
Yeah, I was not running Prismara. Prismara is so good. Oh my gosh. He's not responding. That tells me he doesn't have anything. We want Lady Brilliant Grave. We don't really have. We'll just banish it. Banish her. It's like Amber we want to get back if we can get Halberd. Okay, so we pop.
I activate my monster's effect.
I think. I'm surprised he hasn't responded yet. Do we have game? I don't think they'd run Treacherous. We're still 4K, so we can still, like, actually... We can summon Zaccardia next turn if we, like, don't get through this turn. Did he forget to pop? Or does he just not have it? He may just have concentrating currents. I think he just has 2 concentrating currents. What did he search? He searched the fusion? But he used the fusion.
I'm cutting you off.
He didn't use it before? Oh, the idiots! Look at this fool.
Activates.
This fiend. He could have saved his monster and 1,000 life points.
I set a monster.
Now I still have a normal summon.
I engaged. I end my turn.
If this is a fusion, I still am alive because he only attacks 3 times. This is bad play. See, yeah, you can score to summon a monster. To be sure. Summon 1 Cyber Dragon monster from your deck. Oh, really? Any monster? Has to be normal summon for search. So yes, this probably some. I'd summon. Yeah, that one. Boost.
Summon a monster. I'm setting a card.
Enter. Oh man, he doesn't have it.
Push my turn. I draw.
Got Lazuli. We're actually just gonna set turtles and pass.
I set a monster.
Like, I mean, realistically, we just want to draw until we have Master Diamond, and then we win.
My turn. I haven't lost yet. I draw.
Like, if we get Hatred Grenade and Master Diamond, like, GG. I don't know if we'll get that far, but
From my hand.
oh, Cyberload Fusion. Okay, we'll have to
Spell.
play to win soon. If he uses Overflow, like if he isn't the Overflow, we can just pop both my guys. It's taking so long. Oh, 4? Oh, is that Over Dragon? No. No! What? You send all your back row to the grave, and you can't attack me directly.
Chimera Tech over Dragon's effect activates.
Okay.
I reveal my face.
Yeah, that does not matter.
I activate a quick play spell.
Unless you have Piercing, you can't kill me. What's the card he sent? Karma Cut! He could have oh no, he just set Karma Cut, okay.
Chimera Tech over Dragon.
Still.
Attack. Evolution
We're thinning our deck, so yeah.
I activate my monster's effect.
Hand. Attack it, come on. Come on.
Twice in a row.
Yeah, let's go. Thin my deck. I have no Gem Knight fusions in my deck, so it
I
means
activate my
unless
monster's
I draw a Trinade. Oof. I actually need Obsidian right now.
I end my turn.
Come on, Obsidian.
I draw.
Amber. Okay, so I got Amber. Let's see what can I do here. I think I may just stall. Because the thing about it is, like, I still have full life points, so I still have play. If I just end turn. Yeah, let's just end turn. We get Master Diamond, we win.
My turn. My turn. I draw.
Like, we'll lose if we summon the monster, but
Battle.
yeah, look, we win.
Game.
As long as we don't call Hatred Grenade, we're like, we're clear.
Looking good. I end my turn. I draw.
There we go. Okay, now you see, like, we win. Woo! Gem Knight Fusion.
Spell.
Oh, we still have Lady Brilliant. Ah! Sure, let's do that. Do we want Lady Brilliant? Or do we want Master Diamond? Let's flex some. Yeah, let's flex.
Okay. I fusion summon my monster.
Yes, we don't want. We push no, we
I
lose.
activate my monster's effect.
Amber to hand. I forgot we didn't even summon her. I forgot about that. We summoned the other two.
Here I go.
Sweet.
I activate my monster's
The
effect.
fact that she can make anyone except for herself is just so good. Master Diamond per game.
This is the one I want.
15k, so we even more damage than we need.
I activate my monster's effect.
This lets us add a Gem Knight back to our
I
hand.
activate my monster's effect.
Not that we need it, but. Ooh, 15k! Oh, 15, yeah, 1500. I'm not gonna, okay. Cool! Sweet! So we beat the Cyber Dragon player because he misplayed really, really bad because he didn't pop our first fusion summon. I mean, I guess he thought we could have done worse, but he didn't pop our Thunder one before we popped this monster, so that's like really bad. Not successful starting duel. Gotta get fusion decks out. First, we're gonna get as many of the strong ones we can get. Ooh, that's a lot of Kingy games. Biane. Bra. Bra. Go second. I think we prefer going second because we can still. Ooh, Black Ribs. Heavy starter. Ooh.
I put my whole.
It's my turn.
We pray doesn't pop our monster. We're gonna set Gem Turtle and pray. Let's see. I'm thinking Light Swarms. If he's like heavy starter. Yeah.
My turn.
I'm ending my
I
turn.
try.
There we go. Ooh, if we can get Gem Turtle going and not lose, we win.
I end my turn.
My turn.
He doesn't have enough engraved for what's that? Judgment Dragon.
Let's
Oh, cool. Oh, cool. Oh, sweet.
break 'em down.
We do some damage. We get to keep our Gem Turtle. Yes, Gem Turtle for the win. You just really need Gem Knight Fusion to be able to play Gem Knights.
Here goes.
Ending my turn.
Okay, so we're gonna see what's in this grave. Oh, Gem Turtle. So we got Kite Roid. Oh no, not Kite Roid. Let's play around that then. So we're gonna start off with Patronade.
From my
Get
hand.
rid of that back rail.
I
We're gonna win this
activate
turn.
a spell.
Okay, so he can summon from field. Problem is we have like both Lizably end it, so I don't really want to summon. I don't want to use 3. Like that's the thing that feels the worst. I don't want to use 3 monsters for this summon. All right, so we'll Gem Knight Fusion.
From my hand. I activate a spell.
We'll use Brilliant Diamond. Unfortunately, we don't have Amber. That's the one thing that sucks. If Gem Turtle was a Gem Knight, we distribute it.
Let's do this. I fusion summon my monster.
Lazuli, no. Obsidian, yes.
I activate my monster's effect.
Because we still have a normal summon, that's like very
Here I
important.
go. I special
So we
summon my
have-
monster. I activate my monster's effect.
There we go. So we summon out our burn. We're gonna burn for 1,000,
Let's do this. I special
and we'll get
summon
that
my
back to
monster.
hand. Yep, we'll do that. Or no, because we need a Gem Knight hand to summon that.
I activate my monster's effect.
Yeah. So we're ooh, I want to send those, but I can't. I need this. Burn for 1,000.
Ain't over yet.
He doesn't have Kite Roid in
I
hand.
activate my monster's effect.
Let's see, add this to hand. And now we can summon Zarkodia.
I activate
Alright.
a spell.
Actually, summon normal summoned. Let's see. I actually want to ban Obsidian. Okay, so let's think what we can do here. So we can summon Zarkodia with these two, normal summon. Or we just summon Zarkodia and start swinging. Because he just doesn't have much life points left, so we'll be good. Yeah, we'll do that.
From my hand, I activate a spell.
We don't need much to win. Yeah, you need Zarkodia to get Gem Turtle off your field.
This is the one I want.
Cool.
I fusion summon my monster.
And we'll have neither play really. Unless we want to get that to hand. Put it to hand just to be safe.
I activate a spell.
Cancel Zoli, keep your normal monster in grave. Cool. Pass in hand. And we battle. See if we win. Zarkodia attack.
I'm not the type to back down. My monster attacks.
Kidding me.
Say
We can
bye,
negate
buddy.
this with Kite Roid.
I attack you directly.
Now's my chance.
Alright, and Lady Brilliant Diamond for game. Lady Brilliant Slash.
Attack them directly.
Woo! There we go. that kind of shows the playthrough. Like we were able to summon 3 fusion monsters pretty consistent. Like we only had 3 Gem Knights.
Or tomorrow. Or tomorrow.
We were able to summon 3 monsters because we had a Gem Turtle. We had the one in hand too, so even if the field one died, we're still in a good position. And if you had more special summon monsters, we could do more burn damage. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and tell me what kind of fusion-related videos you would like to see.